Straight trash. Straight trash. I don't even know where to begin. I got a 3% on Rotten Tomatoes. Even though Rotten Tomatoes is kind of biased and I don't really trust it for most movies, it usually does get it right when it comes to bad movies. This movie was garbage. There's this boyfriend. He's kind of just there. Besides the fact that he actually does help near the end. And it's unlike, most horror movies where the boyfriend just shows up and saves him from the killer for, no reason. They just hear someone screaming, so they go in there. He was actually sent there because he was told to go check on Irene. They also kind of force in this, lesbian scene. The character was clearly a lesbian, and that was fine. But then she just kisses some random girl in the bathroom. Then they go sleep with each other off screen, and then it's never talked about again. It's clearly them just going, well, we need to get people to watch this movie somehow. So let's show a little bit of representation and then say, fuck you, that's all you're getting. Because it was just so forced. Because she literally says she doesn't like going to the club, and that's where she meets the lady anyway. And then she randomly just kisses some random lady in the bathroom. It's just so weird. Anyway, there's also some terrible dialogue here and there. The acting is pretty bad at times. And they just throw in stuff here and there. It's not very scary. It was just pretty terrible. It was a waste of time. But the whole plot of the movie is just, well, she goes to college, and there's a roommate who's bad. She doesn't take her medicine. It was dumb. And then they just completely forget about what happened to Tracy. Because the roommate harassed and threatened Tracy. And when she told the main character about it, she was like, oh, no, I don't know. I don't think that actually happened. Then she kind of just walks away. And then she later asked her, and her explanation was, oh, she was about to throw up and she ran into me. Even though what she told her was, hey, she was standing outside my bedroom waiting for me. And she was like, nope, she ran into me while I was in the hallway. Yeah, that's a terrible explanation. Later, she gets attacked in the showers, and she rips out her belly button ring or whatever because apparently she doesn't really care for piercings or tattoos. But guess what? She gets a tattoo later in the movie. But it's to creep out the main character, so whatever. But she doesn't like tattoos because she thinks they're stupid. It's kind of like a religious thing or whatever. But she later gets a tattoo in the movie. It's the exact same tattoo she has. And says, you can call me Emily, which is the name of her dead sister. That was literally the only reason she got it. But yeah, they forget about Tracy during this movie. Once she finds out that this girl was crazy, don't you think they would be friends again and would see them reunite at the end of the movie? Apparently not. But yeah, this movie was trash. I didn't care for it. They also throw in this random plot with an ex-boyfriend that really wants to date her still. She kills him. There's that. They throw in this cat that they find out on the street, but they can't have cats at the dorm. So they end up, having to try and get rid of it or whatever. And then the whole cat thing makes it be like, well, she wants to move in with one of her friends, Irene, with the cat. So she just murders the cat, puts it in a washer, and then washer. I don't know what I just said. She puts it in a washer, and then that's the last we see of it. She says it ran away, which is clearly a lie. Her acting in that scene isn't even very good. But the main character believes her, and I'm referring to her as the main character because I honestly don't even remember her name. This movie was terrible. What else? Yeah, I think that's about it. This movie just wasn't good. There's actually one more thing that I completely forgot about because it was kind of pointless in the end. But there's this art professor, and she wants to get into his class. He's like, well, the class is full, and I've already rejected 12 other people. What makes you think that I would let you in? How would that be fair? And she goes, it's not. I'll just wait for you next year to join your class next year. He's like, well, I'll let you in because you clearly desire this class. How does it change the fact that the class is full? You're just gonna kick out some random student that's been working there for like a week or two? I don't know how long college classes are like before you can change them. In the high school, you get 5 days. Then the next week, you can't change your class. So, how does that change the fact that the classes are full? Because she wants the class, and she clearly desires it. Anyway, we find out later he's a creep, and he kisses her. And he also has a wife. He's just a douchebag, so doesn't really matter.